What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. And today's build video is going to be a continuation on one of my build video series called the Best Solo DZ build. Now this one is going to be my solo DZ Pestilence build that is going to go into that playlist. So I hope you enjoy it. The way I'm going to do this build video is I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, and what I'm going to do, because it is a solo Dark Zone build, is I'm just going to take this build solo into the Dark Zone at the end of the build breakdown. So no cutting away, no clips, anything like that. We're going to try to shorten up the build video a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. But if all that sounds good, sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And let me know in the comment section below what you think. How would you run a solo, DZ Pestilence build? Let me know. But alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into the build breakdown. So here it is. This is my solo Pestilence Dark Zone build, or solo Dark Zone Pestilence build, whatever. Alright, so starting off at the top, we are using the Technician specialization. Reason being is I get that +1 skill tier. That's pretty important because the build I am using is another spotter build. Now this one, I still have the 6-second, pulse. So every 6 seconds I have that pulse, and I am running spotter. Now this time, what I am using with the Pestilence, 3 pieces of striker. Not only that, but I am also using the Memento backpack. So with the solo DZ builds, it is key you have that Memento backpack because you get those stacks up, and then all of a sudden you have 30% more damage, 30% more skill efficiency, and a 3% armor regen per second. I mean, it's pretty hard to pass that up. So that's pretty key when it comes to all of these solo Dark Zone builds. Now as far as the Pestilence, I'm using this with all weapon handling and strikers. Way I can get my pulse, I get my amplified damage from the spotter, I get my rate of fire up from the striker, and my reload speed is really short due to all the weapon handling. Not only that, but it increases, my swap speed, accuracy, stability, what have you. But alright, so that is why I'm using the Technician specialization. Now looking at the weapons, I'm using the Pestilence as my primary weapon. It can't be a solo Dark Zone Pestilence build without the Pestilence. So here it is. Now this one is God rolled. I have max LMG damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and max damage to armor. Now starting off, it is 103.4k total damage. Now I want you to remember that because when we're in the Dark Zone, a 30% increase from the Memento backpack, you're going to see that number skyrocket. Now as far as the RPMs, because of the striker, it's up to 688 rounds per minute. It does have that 100 round mag, and obviously the talent Plague of the Outcast. This is the whole reason why everyone uses this weapon, and it is the #1 reason why I say this is one of the best exotics in the game. Plague of the Outcast. Hits apply a debuff dealing 100% weapon damage for over 10 seconds. Now the stacks, it goes up to 50, so you can get 5,000 weapon damage over 10 seconds with the Pestilence. Now if you can kill an enemy with this debuff, it'll spread to other nearby enemies, so you can chain damage and chain kills really quick, and I'll show you that in the gameplay as soon as we're done with this build breakdown. Now for my secondary, I'm using the Vector SBR 9mm. Reason being is whenever I'm reloading the Pestilence and say like a ad or a player is rushing me, I'll switch to my Vector, mow them down, and then go back to my Pestilence and reload it. But this is for one of those like pucker moments, like oh crap, I'll use the Vector. Now this one is at 81.7k total damage. Now remember that because it's going to be over 100k whenever I get those Memento stacks. Now this one has max SMG damage, max damage to armor, and 16% crit chance. Now it also comes with the talent Optimist, so every 10% of ammo missing from the mag, I get 3% weapon damage. Now with, the 1380 rounds per minute, I'm going to get that damage really quick. And then as far as the sidearm goes, the D50, nothing crazy about it. Max pistol damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and ranger. And it sits at 486k damage. So those are the weapons. We've already talked about the specializations, so let's deep dive into the gear. Now, starting off with these striker pieces. I am running 3 of them, so let's talk about the gear set bonuses. Now, for running 2, I get plus 15% weapon handling. That's really good for the Pestilence. And then with the 3-piece, I get 15% rate of fire, which is also good for the Pestilence. I get those ticks faster. Now, for this one, as far as the attributes, I have max weapon damage and max weapon handling. Going to my other striker pieces, knee pads, max weapon damage, max weapon handling. Gloves, max weapon damage, and max weapon handling. Now let's talk about the other pieces. Starting off with the mask. This is the Night Watcher mask. It is the named Gilligard mask with that scanner pulse haste. Now as far as the brand set bonus goes for this build, I get 5% total armor using this mask. It comes with max armor as it is, with the scanner pulse haste of 100%. That's how I'm getting my scanner pulse back every 6 seconds. Now I rolled weapon handling on here for the Pestilence to make it even better. And then for the mod, I chose skill haste to get that pulse down. And then going to the chest piece, Walker Harris & Co. chest piece. Now the Walker Harris & Co. brand set bonus I get from this build, 5% weapon damage, and that does help out the Pestilence. For the core attribute, I have max weapon damage. For the other attributes, I have weapon handling at 6%, and then armor regen at 4655. Now I wish that armor regen was skill haste, but it is what it is. But for the mod, I chose a max skill haste mod, and then of course we have that talent Spotter. So every time I have pulsed enemies, I will be able to do 15% skill damage and weapon damage, which really does help out the Pestilence. Now finally, the creme de la creme, the Memento backpack. Now this is key when it comes to these solo Dark Zone builds. If you've noticed, I run it on almost all of them. Now the Memento bag, not only does it come with 3 core attributes, so I have that +1 skill tier, 170k armor, and 15% weapon damage, but it also comes with the talent Kill Confirmed. Now Kill Confirmed gives me a short-term and long-term buff. Now the short-term buff is only due to my core attributes. So every time I kill an enemy and pick up a trophy, I get 25% weapon damage, 20% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. However, I don't care about that. What I care about is the long-term buffs. Now this is key when playing in the Dark Zone solo. Once you get these buffs, you can have them the whole time you're going around the Dark Zone. So right here it says for every additional trophy, you get 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 5 minutes. And then that stacks up to 30 times. Now, for the full stacks, and I'll show you in the gameplay here in a second, for the full stacks I get 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. Now to keep that active at max stacks, all I need is 1 kill every 5 minutes. It could be a skill kill, it could be a NPC kill, player kill, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a player drone that is flying at you and you kill it, you can still get a stack for your Memento backpack. So just remember that. And then for the mod, I am using a max skill haste mod. So all skill haste mods to get the scanner pulse down to 6.7%. Let's see. Now for my skills I'm going to use for the Dark Zone, I'm going to use the scanner pulse, and then I'm going to use the decoy. Typically, I might want to do like a revive hive, but in this case, I'm at 1.2 million armor, so I'm tanky enough to where if I get shot in the back, I could probably just throw down a decoy and get out of that situation. So we'll see whenever I show you the gameplay. And let's finish off with the stats. So this is all for the Pestilence. 103.4k weapon damage with 34.4k PvP weapon damage. 10% crit chance, 45 crit damage, 85 headshot damage. Don't forget about the 6% armor damage, and then the damage to targets that it cover from the weapon. Now with the weapon handling at 53%, I have 53% weapon swap speed, 73% stability and accuracy, and 63% reload speed. So now I can reload my Pestilence every 3.4 seconds. Pretty crazy. Offensive tab, 90% all weapon damage bonus with 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time I use the Pestilence, I have 120% damage bonus total. Now for the gear talents, remember I am using the Memento with the Spotter chest piece. And then of course the Night Watcher mask gives us that scanner pulse haste. Now the defensive tab, we're at 1.15 million armor. It rounds it up to 1.2. We have a little bit of armor regen from the chest piece, and we're just under 336k health. As far as the explosive resistance and hazard for this build, they are both at 10%, and that is due to my watch level. So, like I do in every single build video, I give you this disclaimer. My watch level for this build is 2745. That means each of these attribute boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. Now to get them all maxed out like me, you need to be at shade level 1000 or higher. So, when it comes to copying and pasting my build, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these attribute boxes will not be maxed out 50 of 50. So whenever you copy and paste the build, you're not going to get the exact same numbers in every single spot as I do. However, if you are at or above shade level 1000, you should have all of these attribute boxes maxed out 50 of 50. If that's the case, you can copy and paste my build, get the exact same numbers and results. So just remember that. I'm not telling you you need to be shade level 1000, but if you want the exact same numbers and results as I do, you need to be shade level 1000. There you go. And that's the build, everyone. That is my solo DZ Pestilence build. It is a spotter build with Striker and the Memento backpack. But let's go test it out. Okay. So we have Empress International, DZ East. We have, what is this, Badger Tough and DZ South. And then we have Gear System Mods in DZ West. Let me think. Do I need any of this gear? Empress, no, I'm pretty stacked on Empress. Badger Tough, so like a shotgun build? Nah, I don't know. Or what's this, gear system mods? I mean, I could always use some maxed out gear mods, so let's do that. Alright, here we go. Oop, there we go. Turn off the targeted loot. So let's go to DZ West. Now this is going to be the invaded Dark Zone. This is not an occupied Dark Zone. Just remember, they got rid of all that in the start of year 2. Granted. The only differences between this Dark Zone and the other ones is this one has the Black Tusk and no turrets at the checkpoints. But that is it. All the other normalization and weapon damage, they're all the same at each Dark Zone.
Now entering an invaded Dark Zone.
But this one has all the Black Tusk because it's invaded. Alright. See here. So we'll start easy. We'll get our max stacks, and then we'll go try to do some PvP and get out of here. I don't want to have an hour-long build video, so I won't take up too much of your time. I think it just showed that guy building himself. It's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Someone's already taken that one. Whew. Let's see this reload. There we go, nice. It's a good reload. Whoa! Just trying to get that dog. There we go.
Coming up on the flank.
There we go.
Out again.
Hostiles detected.
Nice.
On the way.
Easy peasy.
Contaminated gear detected. Now detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear
Nice.
detected.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so that was pretty easy. That was a hard
Landmark cleared.
landmark. So let's move on to a
DZ drop
heroic.
incoming.
Ooh, and then we could hit a DZ drop. Nice. How about we do that? We'll hit the heroic, we'll hit the DZ drop, we'll extract, and we'll look for some players. That way I've shown you 2 landmarks, a supply drop, an extraction, and PvP. How about that? That'd be pretty dope. Down. Now with it being the invaded dark zone, there's only 1 DZ drop. So hopefully no one takes it while I'm doing this landmark real quick. We shall see.
Keeping watch.
There's really no one here? That's weird.
Shoot 'em.
Oh, what the hell?
Now detecting contaminated gear.
That's so weird.
DZ drop claimed by BAE Legion.
Oh wow, they already took the supply drop. That's dirty.
Dog zone drop expired.
Dang, they took it that fast. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, there's another heroic over here. Now that we know that there's players in here, it won't be hard to find them as soon as I hit a heroic. Alrighty. Flooded mall on heroic. Let's get it. Had some people pop rogue. Oh, 0.5 away. That's nothing.
additional hostile contacts.
Nice. We're about to hit max stacks too. That's good.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Alright. Just about
Contaminated
there.
gear detected.
And then we'll look at the
Hostiles
stats,
detected.
and then we will have some fun.
Got him. Solid hit.
Ooh, got hit by a drone. Or C-car maybe?
Now detecting contaminated gear.
There we go. Easy peasy.
Contaminated gear detected.
So there's a
Landmark
hard
has been
landmark,
cleared.
heroic landmark. We're not going to be able to do the DZ drop because someone took it pretty much instantly. However, let me go ahead and show you some stats. So this is in the dark zone. I am at 125.5k total damage with the Pestilence, just sitting here with 1.2 million armor. I also have the Vector just under 100k total damage. Now looking at the pulse, I am at 5.5 seconds on that pulse. That is ridiculous, with a duration of 15 seconds. So I can pretty much just keep the pulse on forever. The only way I'm not going to have the pulse on the whole time is if I personally forget. And that's happened from time to time. But that's all on the person using it. Now, as far as... There we go. As far as PvP, I'm going to go ahead and pop Rogue at the extraction. So we'll see what happens at the extraction. How about that? So, I'll pop off. Ooh. Well, there's a rogue down south, so if push comes to shove, I'll extract and then go down there.
System disrupted.
Nice. Alright. Let's go extract, do a little PvP, and then get
System
you out of here.
reactivated.
I don't want to have the video take too much longer. We shall see.
Air delivery service inbound.
Extraction called.
Alright. Extract, see if we catch anyone, then we'll go down south.
Ready to fight.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Not too shabby. Let's keep it going. Come on. I don't think we're getting any biters.
Helo almost at extraction zone.
Ready for pickup.
Helo arrived.
Alright. Now what I like to do is I like to leave a Pestilence or a Memento stack sitting there during the extraction, just in case someone runs up. I can reset my long-term buffs and gain a short-term buff at the same time. It's looking like a player is on their way right now.
Rogue defender drone detected.
Departure in 30 seconds.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Got him.
Rogue agent neutralized.
Got two of them.
Contaminant gear.
That's not bad.
Retrieved.
A little 1v2 action right there. They did get the rope cut, but I got the kills. Not too bad. Not too bad. I wonder if they're gonna come back out and do that again. Probably, right? I mean, they went straight rogue and just came right after it, so let's see if they do that again. I don't know. Let's see what happens. And then we'll get out of here. How about that?
Helo on the way.
Extraction called for.
So I just showed you that you can take care of yourself using this build.
Coming in.
Oh, you got me.
Serious
You got
trauma
me.
detected.
I shouldn't have switched to the vector right there.
Agent
Did have
deceased.
unbreakable. Because right there I ran out of bullets in the vector and then he rolled out with his shield. I should have just
Safe
stayed
area
with the
detected.
Pestilence. But there you have it. A little back and forth. A little PvP, a little PvE. I could be literally doing this for hours. So, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. But yeah, this is my solo
Extraction
Dark
helo.
Zone Pestilence
Almost
build.
within range.
I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.